Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 22 Gates, our daily journey throughout the Major Arcana of the Tarot, where we get to reflect on our own relationship with each of the Major Arcana's archetypes. Today, we are on our 19th day, which means we meet archetype number 18. Yesterday was a bit of a peaceful opportunity as we met the star to reflect on what we needed, on giving ourselves time to heal. And today the journey continues with, let me show you, with the moon. So the moon is where the path softens and the edges blur a little bit. With the moon, it's not like the star, it's not like the sun, which has its own direct light. The light from the moon is reflected. Um, and that makes everything a little more difficult to see, a little harder to perhaps see clearly. Um, for millennia, humanity has been scared of the dark because we rely on our sight and we never know exactly what's out there in the night. Um, and it's the same internally. When we are in the dark, when things aren't obvious to us, sometimes things rise in ourselves, some of our animalistic nature, some of our fears. And so the moon today is asking us to, instead of relying on sight, to move by feeling, to trust what we sense is underneath the surface. We're still in the line of sacrifice, but here the sacrifice is the need to know. We're being invited to let go of the need to understand and to control and to define everything and to just know the next step as we walk along this winding path with only our intuition and our breath as the compass. So, with that little introduction, I'm going to invite you to get into a comfortable position as we start today's journey. We'll be doing the wave breath as we have been. And on this line, we've been breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose, but we'll get to that later on. But for now, getting yourself comfortable. And just checking in with how your body feels in this moment. Becoming aware of the weight of your body against the surface below. Noticing any movements that your body needs to get comfortable. Maybe a little stretch. Noticing where you're holding on to tightness or tension. Just allowing everything to start to relax as we come back into this familiar, comfortable feeling. Noticing how as the journey goes, it's getting easier to get into this state. Noticing the touch of material against your skin. The coolness of the air. Allowing all the tiny muscles of your face to relax. Your jaw to drop. Your neck and shoulders to soften. Anywhere there's tension, now's the time to wave it goodbye. We're going to take 3 lung stretches. So let's all breathe in through the nose, fill in the lungs as much as we can. And at the top, pause in, taking a sip more breath, and pause. And exhale through the mouth, controlled, slowly. Noticing how you feel now after that first deep breath. We're going to take a second, breathing in through the nose, fill in the lungs, pausing at the top, taking a sip more, and hold, and exhaling through the mouth, controlled. And how does that feel now? And we're going to take our third and final one, breathing in through the nose, fill in the lungs, pausing at the top, taking a sip more breath, and pausing, and a tiny sip more, and hold, and releasing slowly out the mouth. As your body and mind completely relax. And just setting the intention that whenever tension or distraction comes back to your body or your mind, just to return back to this feeling of stillness and spaciousness. Noticing how you're breathing, the feel of the air as it passes through your nostrils, cooling your nasal cavity and airways. All the muscles that move with each breath. We're going to start breathing to the count of 4. Through the nose, if you can. Slowly and deeply. We'll inhale together. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Just continue in this pattern. Letting go of everything that isn't your breath. watching the rise and fall of the inhale and exhale. Also becoming aware of the movement of your heart as it beats in your chest. Your heart and breath working together. Notice their relationship. Noticing where else you can feel your heart beating. Maybe in your wrists and hands. Maybe in your forehead. Maybe the back of your throat. Maybe the length of your spine. And as the music starts to change, the invitation is to start with the wave breath. Breathe in through your mouth, fill in the lungs, but out through the nose. And remembering the sensation of the breath as a wave, starting at the bottom when you inhale. Fill in your lungs so that you feel, first of all, your stomach move, then your ribs, your chest rises. You can even feel movement in your neck and head before releasing on the exhale. Watching as the wave of breath rises up your body to its peak and then subsides again. There's no need to pause between the inhale and the exhale, or the exhale and the inhale. Continuous movement of breath, waving up your body, before being released. Keeping your awareness on your breath, the sensations that the breath brings. The images and pictures. As the wave rises from your stomach to your ribs, chest, neck, and then releases. Remembering not to force the exhale, just letting it go, trusting that the breath knows where to go next. letting go of any distractions or doubts or judgments. Reconnect with your breath. Maybe breathe in a little faster for the next 30 seconds before we go into a breath hold. But remembering, if that doesn't feel right, breathe however feels good for you. So in a moment, when your lungs are empty after an exhale, I'm going to invite you to hold your breath with empty lungs. And after your next exhale, hold. Remembering to breathe whenever your body asks you to breathe. There's no need to fight it. But if you can, stay curious. Feeling the beat of your heart, allowing it to slow down. We're nearly there. And if you haven't already, breathe in now. Fill your lungs and hold at the top. And release. Breathe in however feels comfortable for you now. Notice how it feels when the path ahead is unclear. Can you rest in not knowing? Can you meet the shadows of the half light with curiosity. What happens when you stop trying to see and start trying to feel? Where are you being guided by intuition rather than reason? What does the moon ask of you and only you? And the start of the music lets us know that it's soon time to start our journey back. But just taking a moment to consciously become aware of any messages or insights you received, and maybe setting the intention to follow the moon today. Follow your gut, your instinct, however that feels. But be open to it. The invitation now is to start to notice where your body wants to move, where it wants to stretch, or wiggle, or shake. And gently allowing yourself, gifting your body those movements without rushing or forcing. Remembering before you open your eyes to stay with the moon today as long as you possibly can. When you're ready, opening your eyes and looking around the room again. And as ever, make sure you look after yourself for the rest of the day. Make sure you drink plenty of water and eat some good food. Thank you very much for taking part in today's journey. We only have 3 days left before we come to an end. So we've come a long way, an incredible long way. So well done to you all. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.